is 1:44 p.m. Good afternoon, you guys. You guys, I wanted to come to the live because I just want to give you guys to let you know that you still matter. You still matter with Royalty Nation New Kingdom Foundation. To let you know that you are super, super amazing. So when you come into the chat, you can say, hello, SweetTeacup. Hello, Mama. Hello, Grandma. Hello, Auntie. Hello, Miss Lolo. SweetTeacup. You already know if you at my beautiful gate, come on through, come on through. I'm just grandma over here. I got enough tea to share with everybody. I'm going to pour everybody some tea. And we're going to get into the tea. Hey, Carmen. Hey, baby. Welcome to the tea. Welcome to the tea. You guys, I want to say shout out to our girl, your girl, our queen, Royalty, my goddaughter. We love you, Royalty. Royalty stand on business, standing on all 10 toes. Shout out to the 5 God grandkids. Shout out to you. Shout out to Royalty Nation New Kingdom Foundation. Shout out to all you guys. Shout out to amazing supporters. You guys. Now, we all know SweetTeacup can have a choice of words. We all know I could come with the bad words, the ugly words, the messy words, the nasty words. But you guys, I also am a child of God. And I believe in God, and I am blessed, and I know God loves me. And I am here to tell you guys, no one is perfect. I'm not perfect. That's why I love telling you guys stories. Let me tell you stories. The power of listening to old people and your ancestors and older family members tell you stories. You will find yourself listening to stories and you'll realize you are either going through these stories yourself or it'll give you an insight of who you are, what your family is about. Hey, Liz. Hey, baby. Welcome to the tea. Hey, Michelle Thompson. Welcome to the tea. You guys, I want to say shout out to Let's Keep It Real. She did a very inspirational, motivational live. I always said that's why I call her Lady of Royalty Nation Foundation, New Kingdom. So I want to go in because I just think it's needed. And why? Because I ain't got nothing else to do. I want to touch in on what I think. What I see in individual and Royalty Nation New Kingdom Foundation, what make them so great, what make them so wonderful. So like I said, I'm going to start off with Let's Keep It Real. I call her the Lady of the Nation because I don't know, you know what she told me, I don't know if she told me she was from New Orleans, but I love her accent. She has this little twang. I call it a little twang. But she has this little accent, and she's such a lady. Like, she's like completely the opposite of me. The way she carry herself and handle herself when she are faced with something that maybe that's not nice, that's how SweetTeacup probably want to be, but that's just not me. So I have to love who I am. We all know when I get pushed, get mad, I'm going to cuss you the fuck out. But I love that about her. That's what makes her so great. She's the opposite. She's going to be a lady about it. You got to really push her to get her to come out of her character. So I love that about her. She is the lady of the Royalty Nation New Kingdom Foundation, and I love that. I want to talk about nothing but the truth. Baby girl, I don't even know if you're going to come into this chat. But you know why I call you baby girl, nothing but the truth? Because your voice is so cute. I have never seen you a day in my life. I think I've seen a pic of you. But when I envision you just remind me as if like you was like, not my granddaughter, because you're a little older, probably to be my granddaughter. But if I was a woman that had a child in a later time in life, in my older age, you would remind me of like my baby daughter. You are just cute. You're adorable. I love your voice. I love your energy. I love the strength, the fight in her. I love it how she could come to the internet and she gonna speak her truth. Nothing but the truth has a gift. And she probably have more than one gift, but one gift I do know, she can spin a story. Baby, if she could be a movie producer, or write movies, or write a story, she got it down pat. She has the skills. She has the will. She has the strength. And when she and maybe when she do a story, I'm telling you, it's amazing. You know, she may be the baby girl in the New Royalty Nation, New Kingdom Foundation, but baby, her words holds a lot of weight, and I love that. So now we're going to talk about Cap, my nephew. Cap is very funny. I don't know. I think Cap is aware that he's funny, but I don't think Cap probably really know or have the 100% confidence that he's really funny. I mean, the way he can take certain phrases and the way how he says it, I cannot imitate him, you guys, so I can't say it the way how Cap said. But I know one of the things, like I said, when he say, how the fuck, where the fuck, I get that from Cap. When you say, I cannot say it, oh man, it's just certain phrases he says that stick with you. He's very funny. Cap, and I mean this in a positive way, baby. And you tell your new wife, I mean no harm in a positive way. But Cap is a womanizer. Cap can get the ladies. Say what you want to say. Cap can get the ladies. So like I say, Cap is a wonderful person. He can be a leader. He's a great leader. I like how he can have sympathy. I like how he can have sympathy for a woman. That he can step out of his element and say, you know, I know this is not my mom, this is not my sister, this is not my wife, but something is not right here. And I like that about him. I like that he could come to the line and put himself out there, knowing that he probably gonna get dragged and bashed and talked about by other men, but he still comes to the internet to stand up to protect a single woman and 5 kids. I love that about him. But like I said, Cap, you are very funny, and I love it. Okay, now I'm gonna talk about Kiara. I call Kiara the mama. And the reason why I say the mama of Royalty Nation, New Kingdom Foundation, and you guys, this just means where, listen, just to give you another thing about me so that you're still learning about SweetTeacup. I always been the type that gave people nicknames. I live on nicknames. On down to my friends. If I would meet someone and they say my name this, I say, oh, can I call you this? Because this is going to be easier. When I was younger, when I was much younger, like in my elementary days, I could not pronounce certain words. I could not literally say the word slip. A slip. A little thin material with lace that you wear on your dress. I used to pronounce it flip. But to me it sounded right, so it worked. So I just learned, just to, and listen, everybody go through life learning stuff, but you know what? As you get older, and if it's something you really want, you will work for it and you'll work on it. And then, you guys, I'm gonna be honest, I don't even think I ever went through hook on phonics. It's just something I picked up as I got older and older. I do know when I got hired at the bank, because I worked at the bank for 10 years, that definitely helped improve me with my grammar. And then when I got hired with the school board, so that's telling you I was a whole grown-up. When I walked into the school board, before I really learned, oh, there's consonants. Oh, okay, I knew there was vowels, but, I'm just saying, I didn't focus on them a certain way. So I even learned to get better. So, Kiara Janae has an amazing gift, and I think she's aware of her gift. But I just want to let her know, Kiara, your voice is amazing. You have a beautiful voice. I love to hear you sing. I don't think you are aware of that Sweet Teacup love to hear you sing. I look forward to it. Everybody have a gift that God blessed them with, and a lot of us are blessed to have multiple gifts. And sometimes one of the hardest things to accomplish in life is recognizing what's our gift and trying to focus on that gift and stay in that straight pattern. Hold on for a minute, you guys. Just in case we got to choke. Just a minute. There you go. Moving on, you guys. Because, we delete trolls from over here. We block them. So, Kiara, your voice is amazing. I love to hear you sing. There's some people with a YouTube channel, and they will come in on their channel and they're singing. Baby, your voice would be, I'm just saying, have you ever thought about doing an intro where you're actually singing? I love your voice. Have you ever thought about when you present some of the things that you're talking about? Imagine if you're presenting and you're doing your YouTube channel and you're expressing something, but you express it in a song. It'd be a very different way of going about it. Your voice is amazing. You have a beautiful voice. Okay, so we all know Shauna's so crazy. Like, Shauna already know. She already know she's a comedian. Shauna already know. Don't need to be explained to her what I see in her. When I see Raylan and Royalty, my goddaughter, they are beautiful. They are just gorgeous. And if they gift is being beautiful, if that's what God blessed them with, that means they get to model cute little outfits, or they just get to put on that beautiful smile. So be it. It's your gift. God don't make mistakes, baby. God don't make mistakes. You have to focus on your gift. If you came to the YouTube and you made a channel, that means you're supposed to be here. That means you're supposed to have a YouTube channel. Don't allow no situation to turn you away from a dream that you had. If you created a channel, that means that's something you wanted. Don't, trust me. I'm not going to lead you down the straight. Believe me. Do not think I have never did something and fell and then pick myself back up and went at it again. I promise you, it was said to me, and I know when this young lady said this, I know she didn't mean it from her heart. It was just at the time she was in the place. And I know I mentioned this before. And this is a young lady that has so much talent in her that she don't even know the talent she has in her. But I remember she said, no one wants to listen to you. You too old to be on YouTube. You only have 100 subscribers. Do not let someone, or groups of people, or haters convince you or make you feel like you're not supposed to be here on YouTube. You're supposed to be here. If you weren't supposed to be here, you would have never created your channel. You're supposed to be a part of Royalty Nation New Kingdom Foundation, or you would not have been in here. We are all here for a reason. That's what I love. It's a true statement when they say the world is a melting pot. That means everybody is different. Everybody is blended different. Everybody is important to somebody in this world. You may see someone and think, well, who loves them? Just a minute, you guys. Hold on for a minute. Hey, how you doing? Yes, ma'am. You have a good day. Hold on, you guys. On DoorDash, and I apologize. Just a minute. Let me do this. Almost done, you guys. Never doubt yourself. And let me tell you, if I could listen, do you think when Martin Luther King first set out to say, I had a dream, do you think his very first speech was successful? Do you think hundreds of people just came to him and listened? No. I'm pretty sure Martin Luther King did many speeches. He kept going and going until people woke up and listened to him. Do you think when Harriet Tubman decided to take her people home to freedom, do you think her first attempt was successful? No. That's why she had so many. That's why it was so many railroad escape to freedom. Because just it doesn't always work the first time you do it. The second time, the third time. You pick yourself up and you keep going. No one needs to understand your faith, your hope, your dream. You need to understand your faith, your hope, and your dream. That's why it's yours. No one is going to see it. No one may not even believe it. Only you can believe it. And I promise you, if you believe it, it's a known fact. If you talk it, see it, then it will happen. Now, that's one thing. I will say this. And I don't mean no disrespect if somebody is a fan of R. Kelly. One thing I do like about R. Kelly when he that song, I Believe I Can Fly. You listen to those lyrics. He said that if he can see it, he can believe it. If you can close your eyes and you can go to sleep and you could dream that you can do this, guess what? You wake up, you make your plans, you write it down, you set your goals, you put in your head, and you work on it. Even when times get hard, even if it's one day and one day just not a successful day, one day just not a good day, pick it up the next day. Keep going. I promise you, this is a phrase that was told to me, and I don't know who told me this phrase, you guys. I don't know if it was my mom. I don't know if it was a teacher, but one of the phrases that I say repeatedly, and I even said for myself, nothing beat a failure but a trier. I promise you, if you keep trying, it will happen. Now, I'm going to give you a story, because you know I like to do a story time. And this is about me. Only I can tell my story. I graduated from high school at 17. My very first job was at Church's Chicken. I didn't like that job. I did a story on that, but I'm not going to tell that story again because there'll be another time. And then my next job, I was working at the city library in Jacksonville. It was called Haydenburg Library in Duval. When I was working at the library and going to school. I have had my daughter by now. I was a young mom. I didn't get married till I was 25. I had my daughter when I was 20. So yes, I was a single mother for 5 years, and then I got married. Then I was married for 16 years. My next child was why I was married. Because one thing I did say, I ain't dropping no more babies. And, you know, I didn't even want no more kids. But after I was married for 5 years, then I decided, okay, I got a husband. I have another baby. So, I'm working at the library. And I used to, going to school, I used to walk from the college downtown to the library. And it was a part-time job at the library. And I worked in catalog. I don't even know if some of you guys know what catalog is. At the library in Jacksonville, the main library, where I worked at the old building. Because we have a new building now. But we had an area called catalog, and that's where you worked in the basement. Yes, in the basement, like in the movie. And what we would do, we would open up new books, take them out the box, and we would stamp them to stamp the library name on it, and then we would put the little cards in the bag. You know, long time ago when you used to check out library books, they didn't have a little scam thing or where you could do it yourself. It's where you had to walk up to a librarian, and then she'll pull out this little card, and then she'll have you write your name, and then she'll take a stamp it and stamp it. So what we did, we opened up the boxes, we stamped the book, because on the front and the back of the book, we had to stamp the library name. This way, the library knew it was their property at the end of the day, because you shouldn't be stealing books. And then we put the little cards in there. Well, while I'm going to school and working at the library part-time, I think I used to do like maybe 4 hours a day at the library. I remember looking at individuals and seeing them dressed up really nice, whether it was men's in suits and ties. It didn't matter whether it was black and white, or seeing women with nice dresses and heels. And I used to look at them and I used to say, I want to do what they do. I want to work where they work. I didn't know where they worked at. And one day, I can't remember if I asked somebody, I probably saw them walk into a bank. Back then, in my early 20s, that's when frozen yogurt came into my life, and frozen yogurt came into, at least in Jacksonville, it was big. Everybody was eating frozen yogurt. You know, it was the halfway to eat. So going there getting the frozen yogurt, I used to watch them, and I told some friends of mine, I said, oh, you know what, let me back that up, you guys. I wasn't working at the library, I was working at the nursing home. I actually worked at the nursing home for like a year and a half. I was at the nursing home, and I remember telling them, I don't want to do this the rest of my life. I want a business job. And I remember telling them when I was at the library, I seen people going into a bank. I didn't know anything about a bank. You guys, I grew up in the project. I made good grades. Never repeated a grade. Graduated on time. I graduated at 17. But I didn't know anything about corporate. But I just wanted to work there. I just knew it was something more that I wanted for myself. Hey, Michelle Grant. Hey, baby. Hey, is Kiara in here? Hey, I don't know if Kiara in here or not, but hey, sweet, if you in here. So, I just went to the bank. And let me tell you what I had on, because I'll never forget what I had on. I had on this little jumper. It was a little green little jumper, like come to the knees, and it had a little strap. I had on leggings, and they was black leggings. Not leggings, we call them tights back then. Black fit tights, and I had on these loafers. And I'm pretty sure, believe it or not, back then, I wore ponytails. I was the individual that wore that one ponytail. I had that one ponytail, and I may have a bang. And when I went to that job, I didn't know the first thing about putting in a job. I promise you, I got hired on this. No, let me take that back. I went to put in the application. Let me back it up. Give me a minute, because like I said, you guys, I'm 60. I have to remember. I went and put in the application. I didn't even know what to put in the application for. I just went. I remember when I first went, they had it where you had to. We had the old timing computers. You know, where you had the monitor, the big old black monitors, had white writing, and you had to go in and put in your application that way. I could remember, I didn't even know how to even do that, how to go in, and and I was real nervous. So the first time I put in the application, I got no response. So maybe about a month later, I went back again, because at that time in Jacksonville, if you wanted a job at the bank, you had to go to the job, and you had to go to human resources. I went back a month later, because at that time they said you give it 30 days. I went back again, put in the application again. And I was putting anything. Listen, I was signing up for stuff I didn't even know how to pronounce. I had no idea. All I knew was that I wanted to work in corporate. I just wanted to dress pretty. I just wanted that. My third time is when I went, and I remember being at the nursing home when I was working one day. If this young lady was to hear me, and she would know who I am, she was a friend of mine, but she said to me, she said, why would the bank hire you? She said, you would never work at the bank. You work at a nursing home. Now, I could have, hold on, you guys, just a minute. because we don't let trolls be in here. All right. There we go. Bye, troll. Now, I could have let her distracted me and this, and made me feel a certain kind of way. Not that she was trying to do it on purpose, but I didn't. I kept, hey, Lori B, hey, baby, hi. I went back to that bank a third time. And that's when I had on that outfit I described. I got that job on that third time. And let me tell you how I got that job. She was a Caucasian young lady. She was, and I realized she looked like she was like around my age. And what was her name? I can't remember her name. I want to say her name was Laura. She had brown hair. She's a pretty Caucasian young lady. And she looked at me and she said, what's your name? And I told her my name. And she said, you are so cute. I'm like, okay, thank you. I told you I always looked very, very young for my age. When I was 20, I looked at like 14 and 15. I told you I had a cousin who used to call me One Bone. They used to call me little girl. You guys, when I graduated, I literally had my hair in two ponytails twisted with a beret at the end. I'm looking at I'm like, what the hell? Looking at my old yearbook pictures. But she said, you are so cute. She told me, I'm going to hire you because you are cute. She said, I like the idea that you came into the bank and you wanted to better yourself and you want to work at the bank. And she said, and your outfit is cute. You guys, I was hired as a part-time teller. Now, just imagine if I would have listened to some friends or anyone who said, oh, you would never work at the bank. You work at a nursing home. They're not going to hire you. I can only tell you how good I felt, and I wasn't doing it to brag. I'm going to tell you how good I felt to go back to my friend and say, girl, I got the job. And I even encouraged them. You should come work at the bank. And you guys, if it wasn't for me working at that bank, I promise you, I would have never retired from the bank for 11 years, baby. At 25 years old, I ain't gonna lie to you. Don't play with me, and I'm gonna show you the pictures one day. Brand new. I bought me a brand new Pro, baby. African American, brand new Pro. Candy apple red, baby, where you turn the lights on, the light flick up like the eyelashes. I was riding big and pretty. Working at the bank. I had one child. I was married. If you want to say at that time, you could definitely say we was considered a young power couple. We was both 25. We were both the same age. But if I would have never have just taken that chance and that faith and walked in and just say, I don't care. If you don't learn to walk through an open door and don't worry about what people say, you will never know if you will succeed. And I promise you, if you keep going, you will get it. When I said I wanted a better job, now I could have easily went to another nursing home, right? I could have easily went in and said, well, I want to get a better nursing home. I could have said, oh, I want to work at a restaurant. No, I was determined to work at a bank. And I kept going to that bank, and that third time they hired me. And now that I think about it, that's another thing she said. She said, I see this is your third time. She said, I like that. She said, I liked your determination. And I got hired with that job as a part-time teller. I ain't know shit about counting money. I ain't know shit about being no teller. And I got hired with that job. And I tell you something else too, and I would not lie to you. At that time, back then, when you get hired as a teller, you go through training as a teller. If you ever been a teller, you know that I'm not lying to you. You would go to a teller training class. And I believe the class that I was in, it was for 6 weeks. And they have to train you, and you have to pass. If you do not pass, you got to make a certain percentage on everything they test you in, and it had to be 70 and above in order for them to hire you permanently. When you go through a teller training class, you're titled temporarily. You guys, I was in a group with like about 14 people. Hey, you guys, let me see. Let me check my chat, make sure everybody's good. Do you like Imagine Dragons? I have no idea. Hellcat Red Eye SRT. But anyway, you guys, so, you guys, I wasn't the lowest, but I'm telling you, I was struggling in that Taylor class. I barely passed, but I passed. I think I passed with like a 72% or 74. But baby, where people went around me on paperwork, but baby, once I hit that Taylor line, I promise you, I won't lie to you. I was winning Teller of the Month for 8 months straight. Baby, when it came to physically doing the work at that Teller line and say, hey, how you doing? I always been a people person. Everybody thought I was cute. They're like, oh, look at the cute little black young lady being the teller. Had long pretty hair. I was cute. And, and at that time, I was the only black young lady there. The rest was Caucasian, because back then it wasn't real big on having a lot of black tellers. Now, my supervisor, she was African American, but she was mixed with something. She was beautiful, you guys. She had pretty green eyes, but she was African American. I don't even know what she was mixed with. She could have been mixed with Caucasian. I'm not sure. But other than that, it was just her and me. And there was another lady. She was older than me. She was definitely old enough to be my mom. And she was African American. She was a teller. But when it came to be a young teller, I was the only black one at that branch among my friends. And I had a red probe. One of my other friends, she had a white one, and the other one had a gray. And our supervisor used to call us the Three Amigos. She said, boy, y'all are something else. Baby, we was young, and we had the money, we had them new cars. So like I say, don't ever give up in something that you want. I want Royalty Nation New Kingdom Foundation to stand tall. Every day is a new day. Every hour is a new hour. Everyone has a gift. Everyone is special. Everyone is amazing. I think some of the best of people in the world are the people that make mistakes. Some of the best people in the world is when they can say, I fucked up. I made a mistake. I'm going to fix it. I'm going to do this again, and I'm going to get it right. If I got to trust someone, I'm going to trust someone that can come to the internet and say, you know what, I fucked up, I made a mistake. I'm going to do better. And I'm going to work at it, and I'm going to succeed. Versus then someone fuck up, do something, and never show accountability. I'm not following you. I'm not getting in your line. I'm not going to do that, because some of the best of people, Thomas Edison, when he created the light, he created the light bulb or the telephone. Thomas Edison, I believe, you guys, let me know if I'm right. He did the telephone. I'm pretty sure he didn't get the telephone right the first go round. I'm pretty sure. All these people, they created things that we use today, even people that created the cell phone. I'm pretty sure they didn't get it right the first go round. So don't ever feel that you let someone down. Don't be the hardest person on yourself. Sometimes we be the most hardest judgmental person on ourselves. So like I said, you guys, shout out to Royalty Nation New Kingdom Foundation. Yes, I love that song. So like I said, you guys, I just wanted to say that. I just wanted to let everybody know, if you want to succeed on YouTube, don't let no one turn you away. Don't let no one make you feel any kind of way. Pick yourself up and keep going. Enjoy yourself. One of the best things in life is that you could just pick it up and do a do-over. What you want to do, though, just my opinion, don't repeat the same mistake. You can do something. You can have some new fuck-ups, some new mistakes, but don't repeat the same ones. And I just want to come out and say that, you guys. And I'm so proud of everybody. I love everybody. I'm so proud of Royalty. I'm so proud of the Roy kids. Everybody's doing great. Just hang in there. Keep living your best life. And never get up. And just know that you are someone. You are important. And you guys, I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.